All right, back on the Morning Brew today. We're going to start talking about residential real estate here in the Duke City. And Aaron, we have a guest expert right here at the table to answer all the questions. Valerie's here.
Yes. Valerie Almanzar, she is a local real estate agent with Your Casa team. So tell us a little bit about what you do in the community.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to be here. One of the things that we really focus on is residential real estate. We've helped homeowners that have faced difficulty with selling their property and they're facing foreclosure. We've helped buyers that are looking for an amazing deal. We've helped regular sellers that are just saying, you know, I'm ready to move on, and help them get into a new construction home. So we really work with every aspect of residential real estate.
We still in a buyer's market?
Well, it depends. It depends on the area of town.
Okay.
We are definitely seeing trends in certain parts of town that definitely people can come in. There's properties that are sitting on the market for a good amount of time. They can essentially go in and get a smoking deal. And then there's parts of town that, you know, the minute that property's on the market, it looks great and it'll sell really quick. So you better go in with your best, highest and best offer for sure.
Yeah. And now I keep hearing all these negative articles like, oh, real estate is down. Oh, everybody's moving out of New Mexico. Now, what's your reaction to that as a realtor?
Well, and you know, there's a couple things that I always think about. One is we have to look at the articles in the full context. One of the articles that came out was talking about how residential real estate was down for the month of December. Pending sales was down for the month of December. However, as a whole, for the entire year, everything was up.
Oh.
So I think it's important to look at what is the full story. Other aspect of people leaving New Mexico, I think that's also something for us to be aware of as a community.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity for us to say, okay, what business growth opportunities are here? One of the things I think about is when I go traveling and you pull out that nice travel magazine and you see information about Arizona or Texas or whatever, what are we saying to the communities outside? New Mexico is the place to move. New Mexico is the place where you get 360 days of sunshine, and now is the chance to take advantage of it. Cost of living over here is a lot less.
Oh, yeah.
I talk to clients from California, Colorado, even Arizona now, and they're saying, oh my gosh, I can get a house at this price. We can't even touch that where we're at. So I think we have to keep that in perspective too.
Property taxes aren't bad here either. Not bad at all when you compare other areas.
Well, absolutely, and I know there's been a big scare with PIDs and homeowners associations. That's another thing that's come up that's been really interesting in the last year.
Now, what is PIDs?
PIDs are public improvement districts. A lot of newer communities, what happens is a developer will go in and they'll develop a great community and they front all of that money. So then they make a partnership with the city, which is that when other people start buying, they will assess it on the taxes and then it'll get paid off over time. So there have been new laws enacted since last year, again, to protect the public and also to still keep everything at a really low number, essentially. So housing is extremely affordable.
Valerie, how's inventory right now?
It's down.
Is
Can you
it really?
believe it?
No kidding.
It has been down, especially looking in comparison to last year, which is telling us that we're seeing a few things. We're seeing that properties are selling. We're also seeing that probably some sellers are waiting. They're saying, hey, I want to see if the market continues to go up and can I get what I was hoping to get? Now, with that being said, though, as the market goes up, you can, sell for more. At the same time, you're also going to be paying more if you're wanting to buy.
Right.
So it's this, which one do you want to take advantage of?
So you're rolling the dice, the home buying season, the spring and summer. You can see valuations up just a little, prices.
We have, and if you look at the trends from 2006 through, 2006 was the peak, right? That was the heyday. Everybody wishes we could go back to that day. And then you look at 7, 8, 9, when we really started to hit rock bottom was the 2009, 2010. Now, looking forward, this is the highest that the values have gone up last year. Last year was a record-breaking year. So there's a lot that we're looking towards and looking forward to.
So what are some predictions about the Albuquerque market? I mean, is it a good time to buy? Should I wait?
Well, it depends on what you want to do. If you're wanting to take advantage of great interest rates, if you're wanting to take advantage of that there's still really great pricing, I would say don't wait. You know, one thing that people don't realize is when interest rates go up 1%, the sales price is going to have to go down 10% to give you the initial monthly payment you were looking at before.
Say that again now.
Okay.
Do the math for me again. I'm a simple guy. Just tell me what
So for example, if interest rates are 4.5% today,
Okay.
and I have a monthly payment of, we'll just say $1,200, right?
All right.
Now the rates go up to 5.5%, so that's 1 full percent up.
Right.
In order for me to keep that $1,200 a month payment, I'm going to have to look at a purchase price of 10% less. So if I was looking at a $160,000 property, it's now gone down $16,000.
So even just that 1% difference, that's a huge
It makes a
change.
huge difference,
Wow.
absolutely. So that's one of the predictions, is that the rates will do a little bit more rising. One thing that they've also been following is the trends in regards to foreclosures and short sales. You know, we had one point we saw 50% of our inventory, 40 to 50% was foreclosures and short sales. That's gone down. That's really
That's good.
exciting.
Those are getting
yeah.
cleaned out now.
Really good.
Yes, and there was shadow inventory has gone
Right.
down a lot too, which is inventory of foreclosures that the banks were holding on to because they didn't want to saturate the market. That's going away too. So that's just another indication that our market is going to continue to rise, really.
And then on the other side of things, for people who are wanting to sell, how is it looking for those people?
Well, and again, it's all circumstantial by the area.
Okay.
So there are some areas of town that we're seeing a nice increase. There's parts of town where we just can't find properties that are matching up with our buyers.
Where would that be?
The Northeast, of course. We're always
Yes.
seeing people that are wanting to move in there. Parts of Rio Rancho as well. What our team is doing at this point is we're actually picking up the phone and calling homeowners. We're saying, hey, do you know of anyone that's thinking about selling?
Really?
Yes.
Sure.
And
Oh,
we
wow.
expect that it's going to get even more like that.
And we have a picture up on the screen right now of your team. So you've actually really grown.
It's a bunch of good-looking people right there.
You've grown quite
Look
a
at
lot.
that.
I mean,
Thank you.
you used to be kind of a one-man show, one-woman show. And I mean, that was just a few years ago. So, I mean, real estate's really done well for you.
Yes, fortunately, and we're very, very blessed. It's our business has doubled essentially every year, and one of
My
our
goodness.
things has been to keep on top of the market trends, also to follow what the market's doing as well. You know, when we were at that 50% short sales and foreclosures, we were working a lot of that market as well. So my goal and my intention behind all of this was to grow a team so that we have specialists on every aspect. When a seller works with us, they have a listing specialist that they'll work with closely, as well as myself, to make sure that we have marketing done all the time on their property. When a buyer comes in, they have somebody that really specializes on the buying process. And then when they get under contract, we have somebody that will help them guide through the contract.
Oh, that's good.
The one-woman show is really
Yeah.
challenging to do all those things. So
Right.
it's all about
So everybody
creating
has a little
them.
specialty area that they
Absolutely.
concentrate on.
Yes, absolutely.
And how fast can we close things these days?
Believe it or not, there's some lenders that are doing it in 2 weeks.
2
Really?
weeks.
2 weeks, yes. So
Holy
we're
crap.
beginning to get
Wow.
some movement with that as well.
Wow.
We're beginning to see, a long time ago, there was the 80% mortgage, another second mortgage
Right.
that was 10%, and then you put 10% down. Those are coming back. So we're beginning to see some nice trends.
That's some relief too.
Yes, absolutely.
And what is the average time to sell a home? I mean, I've heard some horror stories where people have their house listed for 2 years and nobody's buying it, and what's going wrong. I mean, what have you seen, like the average time to get that house?
I go back to my area thing. It depends on
Yeah.
the area. 60 to 90 days is a good time frame to expect the properties will be moving.
Okay.
30 days, and when we meet with our sellers, it's one of the things we look at. You know, if you're wanting to sell within 30 days, this is where we're going to be at. If you're wanting to sell within 60 and 90, so it's also matching up with the client's goals.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. So when somebody hires a realtor, it's important to make sure that they know the market trends as well.
Yeah.
Very interesting. You're just a fountain of information, Valerie. That's fantastic. The house 2 doors down from me just went on the market. So if you want to be my neighbor,
There you go.
I'm
We
a
can
good
help
neighbor.
you as a buyer too.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be fun.
and for people that are looking for a house, what some good things to look at when finding a realtor?
Well, I think, first of all, it's important to interview the realtor, right? How many homes did they sell in the last year? Are they working full time? You know, it's been difficult for a lot of agents, and a lot of them have part-time jobs. So if a property comes on the market, it's a beautiful property, it's a great hot property essentially, as
Yeah.
we'd say, and you can't get a hold of your realtor, yikes. Or if you can't get in to see the property right away, yikes. That's,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
another thing, is to know, how do they handle that? We have our team, so if somebody wants to get in and see something right away, we all work together to make that happen.
No falling through the cracks.
No falling through the
Well,
cracks.
that's good to hear.
Beautiful.
It's important.
Yeah.
Valerie, great to have you on. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Oh,
dropping
thank
by.
you. It's exciting.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, now you know. Call Valerie. All right. Listen, we'll be back in a moment. Our relationship coach, Anna Loisel, is waiting in the wings. She'll be here with us next. Aaron and I will be right back with more on the Morning Brew after this.